have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Welcome back to Unseen Sports TV. My name is Coach Javon Parchment. Yes, people, and today we want to talk about the positives and the negative that we saw in the game versus Guatemala. Jamaica won that game 1-0. It's a good victory, and we're happy that Jamaica, win that game, and we are into the semi-final. But we saw some negatives and we saw some positives that we want to talk about. People, while joining the live, please like, subscribe, and share to El Futuro Academy and also Unseen Sports TV. All right, people. So we're going to get straight into it, but I'm going to leave Mr. El Futuro Abbas to continue the show and to talk about the positives and the negative that we are seeing in the team. I'm happy that we could pull off a victory, and our defender Amari Bell scoring a peach of a goal, but reverse pass, just a shot, a scenario where the Amari looked like he was taking a shot, and then he made a pass to Amari Bell, and we get a lot of opportunity in the game to do that, but I don't know what's the problem why we're not scoring more goals, but that's how it is. That's what it is. But people, while I join the live, please to like, share, and subscribe. We're not staying here for no more than an hour. So hurry up and come on and tell your friends and family. Run in, run on so we can have a discussion and thing. You understand me? I know a lot of you want to take on El Futuro Sports Academy right now. And a lot of you want to take on Ansi Sports right now. Don't matter the noise in the background. It's drums beating. People, you understand me? All right, so I'm going to leave Mr. El Futuro Sports to come and continue the discussion. All right, people.
Morning, everyone. Welcome to another live show. Let's go straight into it. Yesterday's performance of the Jamaican team. What positive, what negatives did we see? I know a lot of persons felt that I was a bit overconfident with my prediction, but I thought, and I still do believe, that we could have achieved my objective by starting Whisper. However, let's look at some of the positives that we have seen. What are some of the positives? One, we maintained a clean sheet. That is always a positive. Two, we enabled the we were able to ensure that Guatemala did not get any clear-cut opportunity on us. That's another positive. Three, we forced Guatemala to play kicking, attacking our goal with long shots from far outside of the 18, which was also a good factor for us. So there was some good things that we did defensively. Offensively, defensively we did well. Offensively, we created some chances. I thought we could have gone 2 or 3 goals up from the first half of the game and killed the game from the first half. Unfortunately, we didn't score those opportunities and we made a big deal out of the game in the end. So there was some positives. However, there is a bit of negatives that we have seen. And We have to talk about them because the objective of this team is to win the Gold Cup as well as to qualify for the 2026 World Cup as well. So if we don't address the negatives and congratulate the positive, then we won't work on our weaknesses. What are some of the weaknesses that we saw? One, I felt that we are playing negative football. What do I mean by negative football is that we don't impose ourselves on anybody. We allow everybody to play their type of football and we adjust to them. Why can't we push a team to adjust to us? That's one negative. That's a problem for me. That is a serious problem for me. Because looking at this Guatemalan team, they don't want to play long ball because they are smaller than us. But yet still Jamaica backed off and allowed them to pass the ball around the back and penetrate and come forward with the ball and attack us. I felt that we should go in their faces for a number of reasons. One, we are faster than them in different areas of field. Leg speed, we are much quicker than them. Two, we are much bigger than them. So we had that advantage, but we did not use that physical attribute that we had over them, and we allowed them to play their type of game. Another aspect that we need to look at as a weakness in our team is that our right side needs addressing. Too many teams is penetrating our right side by double teaming our right side. Is either Javane Brown is not understanding his role or he's just not good enough. I believe that he just doesn't understand currently because he has all the attributes. He has speed, he has size, and he has a good sense of understanding. But tactically, in terms of the Jamaican system, he's not doing what he ought to do, and the coaches need to address that. Secondly, another issue that I am having with the team is that I think in midfield there's a problem. There is a problem in midfield. In midfield, our midfielders was absent when we didn't have the ball. The Guatemala team managed to go through our middle way too easily, way too easily. They just spin some passes, build it from the back, come up field, pin it through the middle, and then we become over aggressive, giving up some fouls. Mark, people, if we're going to play and we want to play at a higher level and we want to play at top teams, one phase of the game, which is set play, we cannot give up these easily set plays to allow people to can hit the ball inside our box. We're going to have problems when we play certain teams, especially the European teams. There are going to be serious problems. So we need to address that. Um, Latibodier is overly aggressive. Overly aggressive. I think he should have been carded yesterday. He's overly aggressive. I saw him make an error where to me it looked like he stamped on the player, so somewhat. But I don't understand why is it that you're going to leave something to the discretion of a referee's interpretation. You need to stay far away from those things. So those are some issues that I am having a problem with. I am having a problem with. We're attacking and we're not attacking with any width at all, majority of the time. And we're attacking, and when we're attacking, the team is really distant. The ball is upfield, and the midfielders cannot get the time to come upfield to support the ball, to circulate and penetrate. Those things need to address. We have to find a way to ensure that when we're attacking, the team can come forward and we can keep possession of the ball. So these are some issues that we have to address. Let me look at some of the comments. What you say, Rob Smith say, what you say about Bobby now? No, Rob, as I said about Bobby, Bobby will run up and down all day. Yes, but is that the sole purpose of Bobby on the field? That to me, I think that every player has a primary role and a secondary role. As an attacking player, your primary role is to go and penetrate the opponents, find ways to break them down. That's your primary role. And the secondary role is to defend our goal. So, in essence, Bobby is not doing his primary role. That's just my opinion. Not saying that he doesn't deserve a spot in the team, but he's just not doing his primary role at this moment. He is focused too much on defending. Whether he thinks that the right back is weak, so he has to stay close to assist the right back. If that is his rationale, then we have to either fix the right back or we have to change the right back. But we cannot have our attacking players doing defensive work 90% of the time. It just doesn't make any sense. Every team, once you give them space to play, they will look good, even if they are not good. Another person said, Patrick Riley, the heat was a factor. Yes, yes, I think so. Because at a certain point in the game, Patrick, we realized that the team started to walk. And I was like, is it that the team is not physically fit? Or is it the condition that is getting the better of them? But at the same time, the Guatemala team looked better covering the ground. So what is it that the Guatemalan team was able to do that the Jamaican team wasn't able to do in terms of preparation for the game? Those are things we have to put into perspective. If we know, because I am sure the Jamaican coaches would have been aware of the time, the place, and they could have get any information they need in regards to the game. So I am sure that all of those information was available. So if they have all of those information and they know that the place would be extremely hot, then what preparation was done to get the players into that condition, that mindset, that physical condition as well, to last for 90 minutes? It cannot be catching the ball and hit it long and then the midfielder try to sprint go up there and try to pick up the loose ball. It cannot be that. That is not going to work. That is not going to work. So, is it a coaching problem or is it a team problem? Which is it? The next person is Tennessee Lewis. I think they do what they had. I think they did what they had to do to win the game. Um, Next person, Rob Smith. Javon was solid. Rob Smith again. What game was you watching? In terms of what? In terms of what? Javon. Um, Rob. Let me hear your reason now. You can call in, you can call in, Rob. Let me hear your reason. A fullback job is to provide width as well. Defend your goal and provide width. How many times Javon has able to go forward? And this is a weak team. So if we plan to say qualify for the World Cup and go to the World Cup and compete against some teams, because in the World Cup you're going to meet higher ranked teams which are playing better football. You're going to tell me that we're okay with just having some players just stay deep, defend. No, we need to attack. We need a brand of football that we can balance everything on the field and attack and play good football. We don't need somebody to just sit down and no. Maybe it's just how I see the game. I see the game holistically, and holistically is that you must attack and you must defend. Morning, morning.
What up, man?
Nothing much. How you do?
Tennessee.
Everything good?
All right, great.
But
Happy to have you. Happy to have you.
yeah, man, yeah, man. But yeah, man,
Yeah.
I think we have a problem with the one analyze phone.
You having a
And
problem with how we analyze it or how me
yeah,
analyze it?
yeah, because you're a coach, go on.
Yes.
So when you're a coach a team, you know, a certain thing a team where you give certain instructions to play a certain way.
Yes.
So you have criticized Bobby Reed. You have to run up and down. But in my estimation, the man played good yesterday. And you don't know if it coach give the man a certain instruction, say, help the right back, play a certain way. So, yeah, because to me,
Yeah.
I think you guys that Guatemala is a weak team. And from yesterday, me I say, Guatemala, no weak, like, at, at, at what you want to say. See? Because, all right, go back and watch Guatemala play against Mexico. And look, if I the same kind of Mexico, Guatemala play Mexico. Mexico beat them, I think, 2-0 or 2-1.
Yeah, Mexico
Can't
played
remember.
them twice, beat them 3-0 once and 2-0 once.
Yes, and
Yeah.
they play them Mexico. I mean, I tell you, you have to watch the match to realize how Guatemala play. Because even though Mexico beat them 2-0,
Yeah.
Mexico not dominate the game.
All right,
You
Tennessee.
understand?
Let me
Because
say
you look
something.
at 2-0, because you look at 2-0 and 3, you think Mexico dominate the game. But you go back and look at the game yourself. You
Tennessee,
understand? Come watch those 2 games.
we can say something. Let me say something. You see, everybody will say Guatemala is a good team. Yeah, Guatemala have the fundamental basic. Them can control and them can pass and them know if to do them ball protection properly. But that is not the total aspect of football. Football is about defending and outscoring a team.
Yeah.
Guatemala over the years has not been able to consistently score goals and win games. They are not
So you think
able
they
to
might
do
improve?
it. Huh?
You think they might improve?
No, they are improving. But improvement will come with the basic fundamentals of the game when you will accept. For example, if Brazil was a team were playing like Guatemala and just pass the ball around and keep possession and don't create no chance, we would say Brazil is a big team. But guess what? Brazil will pass the ball, put it down, pass it around, come back around, and then lick in your goal. Boom, them go and win you. Over
But
and
you have to
over and
remember that
over. Them go and do that.
one thing I remember that Jamaica is not a complete team yet because still have
No, I know Jamaica me I talk about. Me I talk about Guatemala. So at the end of the day, we contributed to Guatemala looking so good yesterday. Why? Because we allowed Guatemala to play to their strength. What is Guatemala's weakness? Their speed and their physicality. They are a small set of players. They have one and two big players where them start to understand so them need more physicality on the field and then start to get it. We should have stepped up to Guatemala and don't allow them to play the ball around and try bring it upfield. That is what they want, you know. Once you can stop that and force them to hit it long, them out of it totally.
all
And
right.
my view is that why is it that yesterday? Because in my opinion, Jamaica is the bigger team. Not sure. Why we play like we are the
And
little
yes,
side and we want
and,
counter them?
yes, but look funny, you know. Guatemala draw with Canada, see?
Yeah,
You know, see, US and Canada play.
yeah.
How much you might finish?
It done about 2-2, 2-2.
2-2.
Yeah,
All right. Jamaica and US play, no?
yes,
It might finish 2-2. You know, 1-1.
yeah.
So may I tell you, say, there are different factors in a game. But from Guatemala, from my part, and say Guatemala, we and them is a weak team and we can beat them. We understand where you are because we have more talent on our team.
Yeah.
But the thing when me I say Jamaica side is not I think Guatemala have more a team than Jamaica. Even though they don't have players like us, I think they team more together. You understand? They play for a longer period of time. Most of them players have played for a longer period of time than our players. So, but still, you are talking about in a World Cup, you meet bigger teams. You have to give team time to progress, to build this chemistry. That's right now, all right, look at the past where they married Gregory, my boy, Amari. You can see them a team I take them I come together them I get to know them one another more. Then so I still think it will have a criticism of the team, no warrant sometimes. And I think we need to give them more time to build more cohesion, more chemistry. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
I believe like next year or so, Jamaica will be one of the top teams in that
So
region.
let me
Well,
ask you
them
something.
more
So
than
let me
top
ask
team
you something now,
right now.
Tennessee. So if a year
Mm-hmm.
from now they still look the way they look, what should we say?
Then by that time then we can start complaining. See? But
But
if
hold
we
on
not
now,
give them,
Tennessee.
eh?
Say a years me I watch football. And
Eh.
every year when Jamaica play, everybody always say things like what you are saying. And then
No,
boom, the World Cup.
but
Hold on, no. And then boom, the World Cup qualify, come around. And then like before, then we say Jamaica need time. Jamaica need time. And you say, yo, this need fix because this player just not good enough or that. No, yeah, bash this and yeah, bash this. And then boom, the World Cup qualify, come around and we fail. And then everybody has say, boy, this boy. But it's too late then.
no, me understand where you know. Me well, and
Me
we
go
not
do that.
disagree with you for that point. But how much match you could play with this team when we play right now? How
This
many matches?
a good amount of match now in play with this team now.
No, no, not with this team.
With the players, them matter. Them
You
players.
understand? Not with the team when they have right now.
No,
You have certain
but
players.
but but but
You have
but
certain players that team.
but at the way the international system set up, you will not get the amount of time where you have to work with whatever time you get and fix your team. You
No,
will
me not
not
talk.
get no long
Me not
period of
talk. Me
time
say,
with them.
remember, that coach still new to the thing. You know, this is our first competitive tournament with the team.
Yeah.
So you still, I remember, you know, the coach must realize that he need more pieces in 19. Then, and that will come in maybe after a while, maybe Nation League or so. But you still have to give them time to build more. All right, Guatemala team I play for a good while, brother. The same team I play for a good time, you know. You
Yeah.
understand? Remember, say Guatemala have the amount of players where we have to choose from.
Yeah.
So, me think Guatemala have a more team. We have players, but the team no really have that kind of cohesion together as yet. We say, well, you can't judge them and say, well, you know,
So so
we eh?
so how I'm asking you now. So how will we get that cohesion in the team?
Even more team play together, you have to get time.
But
You
hold
have
on
other
now,
team.
hold on now.
Uh-huh.
This is where me and you tend to disagree.
Uh-huh.
My belief is that a team playing together doesn't
Uh-huh.
teach cohesion, A coach
Why?
guiding the team and putting it on the training ground and getting it out objective 1, 2, 3, 4 daily. Whether one, okay, we are focused on this and we are focused on this and we are focused on this. But if a coach is there and him can say to himself, say, okay, these are the set of players me I go work with. And this is what we are doing. If him not set that, Bridget, and the same thing are gonna happen over again, Whether
All
we
right.
want to accept it, yes or no,
So all right. Let me ask you a question. So we have to say, then I semi final though.
Say that again?
Jamaica then semi final like go up though.
Yeah.
So where positive will you see some of that other I told you? I just fear negative.
No, man, me tell a certain positive, man.
You understand? No, but
Me talk
all
about
right.
positive, man.
Sometimes we give you a team and give you a couple match
Yeah?
and then we say, well, we start
No,
criticize you and say, well, then
I thought
remove
that
them.
the match against Trinidad, you saw we play against Trinidad where we step out to Trinidad and we don't allow Trinidad to play. I saw we should have played Guatemala. Why we have fear
We can do
Guatemala?
that.
And
All right.
Guatemala is not a bigger team than Trinidad.
Within the next couple maybe years or so, you have to see Jamaica play type of football. Maybe
Tennessee.
you don't agree with the football with him a play, but at the end of the day, to me still,
No, hold on the Tennessee.
Mr.
Hold on.
Positive movement, Mr.
Hold on the
Positive
Tennessee.
movement.
You see the problem with me?
Mm-hmm.
I am seeing Jamaica team play, and I am saying yes, we're playing pretty okay. But in my head, based on what I see them have, I think we should be doing much better. I'm a not stop so. Because the talent what we have, we feel do much better. I will not support a coach or a system where we stay from the back and play this long bloody ball to one striker and we are trying to hit it down to man where a run come. Me cannot support it. Football for put down on the ground, play, pass around, bring people upfield, get them round the box and start to try penetrate. If we're playing a long ball, it's because we realize there's somebody out of position and we can counter attack them right away. But we can't just get ball and when we look, we see one strike and 4 man on the back and we play it long. No, I'm not talking about yesterday specifically. I'm talking about generally. What we're going to have in Mexico game, that is what we're going to do. I rather lose to Mexico and we are start build a brand of football where we are practice for perfect.
You don't want to lose. Brother, football is about results.
Yes, I agree.
If you play Man City and you play pretty bad game and you lose, people still come.
No, but if you play the prettiest ball game and you constantly do it and master the art of doing it, eventually after a while, you will be dominant at it. But if we are going to box shuffle and change us and then for 3 years down the road, we still have try find with feet, then what sense?
When you play, all right, you're a coach.
Yeah.
When the team play, you don't make a team play to their strength.
Yes. And if my team's strength is attack, then me I go build the team around attack. So me I go find a way to get my defenders to realize that at certain point in a game you go find yourself isolated one-on-one. So me I go teach them how to try to defend one-on-one. Me now go try to ensure that me I have cover all the time.
But it's not. Yeah, I talk about Guatemala. And Guatemala hold ball and bounce ball. Guatemala have to play so because they can play no way different. Because them can go against Jamaica and play long ball. You understand?
Yeah.
Remember, they're smaller, they're not so physical, so they won't play the ball from the ground because they only chance to have to win a match. See?
Yeah.
You are telling me now, say, you rather Jamaica lose against Mexico and I play pretty football.
Hold on. I don't want you to take me out of context.
I don't play too long ball.
Hold on. What may I say? Let me clarify what may I say, Tennessee. Let me clarify what may I say. Maybe me say it wrong. But this is what I'm trying to say. I would rather see a coach come to Jamaica, put a policy or a plan out and say, this is the brand of football. Justify why he selects this brand of football. Whether it's because of the culture, the players, the this, the that. And then he starts to develop that culture. If we start to play games and we start to see the culture coming out and we're losing here and there, fine. But a timeline must be done where you say, okay, after 2 years, I guarantee that based on this and based on the quality players we have, we can dominate this style of system and we can play this brand. Mm-hmm. More than you come and you box shuffle here, you play today this way and then you play tomorrow that way, and then 3 years down the road you don't know what brand of football, what style of football fit the team, and you still search and you're going at the biggest tournament which is of most importance to us and you have failed because you don't have an identity all now.
So you tell me now, say, if you go against Mexico, you have to play the hand.
May I go against Mexico? What?
You have to play the hand.
What is Mexico's strength?
All we know football, I'm going to play to play Mexico.
Yeah, you're calling talk on
they play quick, snappy passing, and then fast.
All right, now make a call
And they are
in the next 3 minutes.
So, if you have a chance, and you say, they can make a run, and you can put the ball over by top, and make a run and find the score. You say, you're not going to take that opportunity there?
No, man, you get me wrong, Tennessee. You get me wrong. You see, if that opportunity is there, fine. But what may I say is that many times there is not an opportunity, but they still do it. And that may I talk about. Long ball is a part of the game, you know, brother. But we use the long ball when it's beneficial to us. If it's beneficial to us, then we'll take that opportunity. But if it is not, then why do it?
But when we see improvement in our team.
No, you're going to see improvement in our team. Hold on, you're going to see improvement in our team because guess what? We are getting players, better players from overseas to play. But at the end of the day, has the team improved in terms of the brand football?
Tennessee.
Of course.
Tennessee. Tennessee.
And if you say they know improve, if I put in a football, well, me no know where you watch, but
Tennessee.
football from 1990.
Tennessee.
See?
Tennessee, you
Remember
hear
when
me?
Jamaica win their first
You hear me?
they used to call it.
You not hear me?
Until the Canada.
But Tennessee, you hear me now?
Yeah. Yeah, me, you know.
All right. So other people are calling them want, talk and things. So I'll give some other people the opportunity.
Yeah,
What
man. Yeah, man.
one
Yeah,
thing
man.
before you go Tennessee, did you listen to the post match conference, the press match conference?
No, I never guess what
You listen, one thing was stick out to me where the coach said, I'm find it, me just find it, me not, it just bother me. They asked him pertaining to the goal scorer, Bell, which is the right back. And them asked him, say, what he think about the goal? And he said it was a good goal and he's happy for Bell, but he shouldn't have been there. That the man saying?
Oh, he should have been there.
Hello?
Yes.
Well,
Like my interpret said, Bell shouldn't be so high.
Yeah, well, Indonesia, come
Well,
on.
maybe too.
All right, just call.
May I have to go chat one next time? Somebody else want to call in.
No,
Yeah.
The moment you come on the laptop, so you come off now. I'm up on call now. I'm up on call now. So people,
So let me go through some of the messages. Let me know. This person saying yes, big improvement. Yes, it's an improvement in terms of the quality players we have. Somebody else are calling. Big improvement. Yes. Morning. Tell me your name now, my boss.
Yeah, man, I me did the message in the group, in the chat.
Okay. Yeah, do it.
Yeah, man, the Jamaica play exceptionally well yesterday. It's just we see the team of progress. One time, Jamaica team, you see we are back off, but them not doing that. So, I see the ball game where you want to see the progress, but it gonna take time with these new set of ballers and this coach coming in.
Let me say something to you now. Let me say something. If we're going to make a change and play to our strength, we have to at some point take a risk and start to try to do what we want on the field. Not true? You agree or disagree? Now, in a big game or small game or whatever game, those are the opportunity for start to do what you want. And then if you lose, you take the video and you go through the video and you analyze it and you look for the weakness and the problems that you had. And when you go back to training, you start to address these issues one by one. If your players can take more than one instruction at a given time, then you can give them 2 and 3 and fix it. But we cannot be playing and we're not stepping up. It's like Jamaica standard is here, right? And we're okay with it here when we can actually come here so with it. That is my point, We're playing okay, We're playing good. We're playing okay. We're playing okay. Yes, but is it that we all right with okay when we can go a greatness?
Yeah, man.
Well, the thing is, the situation never see Jamaica play like a team in a long while. You just want to see Jamaica play like a Brazil or a Germany or a team got just going for. Is that like really in it? You want to see that pretty ball game, but and you never realize this was a knockout.
A L for two of this. A L for two of this.
Coach using players them. The set of players them the best way how him can use these players from the midfield, like him know if you listen to the post conference, him say Guatemala him doing research. Them play like similar to Mexico. Mexico only play faster and have more talented players.
And Mexico score much goal. More Mexico outscore them by so.
But we play Mexico the other day and we draw 2-2. And I think
Hold on, them caller. That is a good result for us. But do you realize that there's a lot of Mexican players who are playing in the top leagues in Europe who is not in the Mexican team right now? You know why? You know why Mexico do that? Because Mexico is brave enough to say, okay, We're going to expose some of our younger players with our older players so that when it comes to the World Cup time, we have a mixture of good quality younger players with our older veteran players which can come and make a team so we can make a shout and go challenge for all something big.
And team can answer that. The younger players in Mexico, they come up and understand the system of Mexico play, like have that in them system.
All right, what
So
system
it will
Jamaica
be-
play? What system Jamaica play?
Well, the coach is doing him thing now. The coach just forward. Him a doing him thing now. Although him don't lose a competitive match, as I say, him a use the team the best way him can to not lose in a match going forward.
Yeah.
And as they say, Mexico use them young players. I think Mexico use some of them experienced players. They when they check the whole thing.
Yeah, man, they must put young and old together, you know. They can't just put so young.
Yeah,
Man.
but these players they understand the Mexico system. The young players them a play from under 15 coming straight up
So
World Cup.
you can't tell me a name. Things. You can't tell me a name.
Yeah, man, my name Dan in the
Dan
chat.
Dan.
Like,
oh yes, Dan. Let me ask you something now. Now, if you based on what you just say, I may agree with what you say 100%. I may say yeah, but based on what you just said, if we have a system where we're doing what we're doing, how we do it, compared to another country who has a system where them can breed them young players, and from the young player playing certain teams, and can automatically come into the senior team because them understand the system of the national team. Now, my question to you is, what is the system of the Jamaican national team?
Well, the system of it, the team, the coach, all right, if you listen to that's why you need to listen to the coach. You need to follow everything what the coach said. The coach said him not ready yet to use the formation that him really want to use, and the system him using the easiest thing that these players can follow now. I don't want to lose any competitive match if you've been listening to the coach.
But hold on, Dan. Hold on, because the same system that he's using now in the competitive match, that's the same system he'll use when he was playing friendly matches also.
The coach him, as I say, will win, and it's not you want Jamaica to play like suddenly. It's not gonna happen suddenly. It's not every team gonna play the same, bro. And we'll play mostly direct football.
I mean, not like this heap of direct football. I not like it. People are get tired on the field
what
easy.
What is missing still is we're missing a good midfielder in we're missing a Ravel in the game. What would I like to see like this? Would I want to see Ravel in the game? I try to play some ball. I know the ball type of game that me want to split see. Like a Man City, Liverpool.
No man, that quality there. I not really that me really want. I want to see where I put on the ball and play some football. I just don't want to see where I play this long. Yes, when we play this long ball, we automatically eliminate Bailey outside, because Bailey is just not that type of player. Him want the ball and foot for a run. Demary Gray is just not that type of player.
I don't also play that much long ball in that match.
In which match? The match
in the Guatemala match. I don't also play that much long ball.
We did, man. As soon as Guatemala press, do you realize that Jamaica has difficulty to break a press?
If we do play long balls, it leading going to an attack. When I see this team going like them play long ball, they lead into an attack.
Dan, you realize that Jamaica have difficulty to break a press as soon as a team start to press us. But you know that is one of Mexico tactics against us. Once they're playing Jamaica, they press us. They don't allow us to play the ball. And now they start to get some bigger center half. So when we hit that ball long, them can deal with it. So I can tell you, come Wednesday and the next match, that's sure. Mexico go and press us. Mexico go and press us and force us to play this heap of long ball. We don't have a player who can break this press. And in my little understanding, my little years of football, we need a center half And we need a dealing who can deal with the ball properly at their feet, to can break any press.
That that
To me, we're having
that is
difficulty with that. To me, Bernard look
where
like
me
he's, you know, who is
I
one of the
feel.
players that I think would be a good person to start invest time in and develop, because he's not afraid to do it. And it was King. You remember that little schoolboy from Carolina College, Cavalier boy?
Yeah, I never really watch him like that. I never really watch
I
him like
thought
that.
he was the only person in the last part of the last campaign, World Cup campaign, who literally tried to play football. And you know, when an attacker press him, if he's on the opposite side, he will drive the ball and try to play through underground to the strikers and those things. We don't have that. That's one of the weaknesses of the Jamaican team. Every time a team with quality come and press us, we're going to play this long ball. And once we start to play this long ball, we ultimately eliminate two of our better
Well,
players out of the game, because they cannot manage that type of football.
unseen. Well, I think the coach him going to fix that. Like if you listen him talking, him going to fix that, and him know that him need more players to come forward in the team. And I think we need a good midfielder, a good the CDMs that we have don't good with the ball at their feet. The two them not good with the ball at them, good for tackle alone. That is it.
Stop it,
And maybe can Lati body can run fit. But them not good with the ball at their feet, and that means with the problem of the team with the transition in the midfield. So is it really the midfield is the problem, and sometimes is the mindset of the players when they're going forward them for us. Because me, what I'm watching game, I think them should have second the ball more. Certain game plays them rush it, and I think them for do that more than the game and make the side jump and settle bounce and get back energy. But I see Jamaica just rush the ball most of the time. Like they want to go forward. And them need that part of the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
When them and play some good ball. So I see improvement with this team, and I see the coach like go playing this competition now.
Mm-hmm.
The coach literally like I figure out every team, and we go play Mexico. More watch Mexico match and see what he gonna do, him strategy where he gonna use against Mexico, and I'm gonna believe Mexico gonna beat it. I'm gonna give it to them.
So what
But
are you what do you
we
use?
know what me want to see the type of more see Jamaica play some ball differently. Even though we play good against Trinidad, Saint Kitts and things like that. But when the big teams come like Guatemala play like press us. But I don't think Guatemala get any chance to say yo them can kill the game or think the Jamaica play good today. And see we have to realize when it comes to certain match, bro. Even if you watch Brazil or them other teams and them cannot do anything, every team are upgrade, everybody have the knowledge of certain for tactics. So you can't underestimate any team. But the problem with Jamaica team is a good midfield. We need a good number 6 who can have the ball and foot. Like talk to the player them who don't really have that leadership thing on the Jamaica team in the midfield area and talk to the player. We don't have that. So that is what missing in the team. We need a good leader on the pitch. I don't see that as yet. So I think the team I work on and with this coach would I like to see him like improve like with the youths do. Come with a system like I'm here Craig Butler said. Come with a system. Build a system with the youths and come with us. Even if man the next generation come up, them gonna understand this team and the way you play. And I think to give that coach like by next year them time here, I'm more than want to see the progress of it.
So Dan, let me
And
ask you a
during
question.
this
Two questions. One, but let's go back to the match with Mexico. You said that you don't think Jamaica is going to lose, right?
yeah.
And what is it that Jamaica has done so far that gives you that confidence?
What is it Jamaica done so far?
Yes.
We play defensively, I see Jamaica, even though certain press and thing like that, but if the guys them get it together, defensively, we not concede no goal the last 3 match. The goal of Trinidad score power, I think that I just one joke goal. And if you watch even the USA match with them press and thing like that, remember, you know, bro, it's not pretty ball win matches. You know what I mean? I must see big team play ball, and then still get beaten by some local team.
That I go
So-
always. You see some team what we call little team, they have 1 and 2 players who are top class and they can do something.
That
But
is-
how you
that
know
is the
how,
case with
how you know a little
Jamaica is
hold
not-
on,
Jamaica is-
how you know a big team from a little team? You can't use win and lose, you know. What you're going to do is a series of games that is played. So for example, those teams play 10 games. The better team, the good team will win majority of those games. The weaker team tend to win here and there because it is sports, it is unpredictable. So let's get that straight. That make we get that straight. The next question I'm going to ask you is that you're saying that the system at which Jamaica should play, you think it's a matter of time before it starts to happen by next year. But I think this is just my opinion. I think from day one, from the coach come to Jamaica and he's given the all the contract and everything has been signed and he has done what he's over and he starts to hit the training ground. His philosophy, his style of play should be started to embed in the different areas of the team, from the youth team coming up right up to the senior team. That culture should be started to be set. If he hasn't started that, what is he going to wait for? Next year when the World Cup qualifier starts, then he starts to try to say, okay, this is the way we're going to play. It should be done from now, because we know that something new coming to somebody, they will not master it, mistakes will be made and problems will happen, and which we have to solve through, and it will take a certain time. So why delay that process and wait till the major event, which is the World Cup qualifier, to start to do it? I think it should be started from now. That is just my problem, you know. My problem. I have no issue with the team playing. I feel like the team is playing okay. But I'm just not satisfied with okay. I think we can do better. And I think that if we set the right tone and do the right things, the team can do much better. And I will not stop saying that.
Yeah, I see the team have potential for do better with the quality of players they have.
Thank you.
But what I see with the problem is the midfield. Our midfield players do not good with the ball. If them they good with the ball on them foot and can dribble and do passing and control the game, that how me see the aspect of Jamaica.
So then that
Because even
you're saying that
even that-
right across Jamaica we don't have any player, whether locally or overseas, who is good with the ball at their feet.
the mid or the
Midfield
CDMs,
players. Because
them
I
not really
can
good
think
with the ball.
I can think of some players who
If you check US if you watch USA team, the Panama team, um um even the Mexico teams, their midfielders them good with the ball, them foot, them technically good with the ball, them foot, and them move around the ball and control the game. I really from them midfield them control the game.
yes.
I will know our place 2 CDMs do not have that aspect in their game.
Our two CDMs are similar. They are defensive.
Yes, we don't have that thing there in our game. But as we say, the coach are play with them strength with this team. And we might go search more ballers to come in.
So let me ask you the next question before you go. If we play Mexico the way we played against Guatemala, do you think we'll win the game?
Yes, surely.
Okay.
Because Guatemala don't get that amount of chance.
But you think Mexico
press-
won't get that amount?
press them
Mexico is more potent offensively than Guatemala team. So if we start to drop off and play this long ball, Mexico is going to pick up the ball, bring it
But I
upfield,
don't,
and find
I
a
don't
way
see
to
any, I
penetrate
don't
us.
see any amount of long balls yesterday. That is it.
We
You're
played a
saying
lot
that
of them.
long balls play yesterday. I don't see that much long
We
ball play.
played a lot of them. Man.
Not a lot of long ball.
No,
Mexico,
I am
wanna give
hoping that
Mexico
you are
right now,
right,
Mexico
because
has
I
a
would love for
threat
Jamaica
with
to
how play against Guatemala.
I would love for you to be right, because I would love for Jamaica to win this World Cup, honestly. But the reality
No,
is
honestly,
that
need to watch but the highlights of the Jamaica match. Now Guatemala didn't get much chances.
I
And
know,
them,
I
them
know, I
they able
know.
to play them ball and they win like how them
What Guatemala did well. They kept better possession of the ball than us. That's one of the things they did very well. You want me to give you some stats about the game?
yeah, I know that nothing.
All right. In the game, Guatemala had 11 shots. Jamaica had 18 shots. On target, Guatemala had 6 shots on target. Jamaica only had 3 shots on target. You hear that? We kicked 11 shots. And out of, not 11, 18 shots. And out of that 18 shots, only 3 was on target. In terms of possession, Guatemala had 57 percent possession, while Jamaica had only 43 possession, 43%. Guatemala had 478 passes. Jamaica had
Yeah.
357 passes. Guatemala had 81% pass success rate, and Jamaica had 77% pass success rate. Guatemala committed 16 fouls, Jamaica committed 15 fouls. There was 1 yellow card for Guatemala and 3 yellow cards for Jamaica. There was 1 half side for Guatemala and 2 half sides for Jamaica. There was 1 corner for Guatemala and 6 corners for Jamaica. So if you look at it in terms of possession and in terms of threat to goal, Guatemala actually edged us because they kicked the ball on target 6 times,
Yeah,
while we
so I
only kicked
like
the
how
ball
the
on
game
target
finished
3
yesterday. When I
times.
checked that, how the game finished.
It finished 1-0.
That's the thing. Jamaica defense. You know, see, Blake, him did a good job.
Me never know say when talking. Me never did not think. We did not talk. We just not highlight some things that happened.
Yeah, man,
Blake
but
did well.
I don't.
That Blake. A matter of
That,
fact, Blake always do well in a Jamaica goal. If you ask me, always.
yeah,
Always
man,
I
but
do
they
well.
cannot say anything. You have to know, say, a ball game team I go play against you. You watch the Canada USA match
Yes.
yesterday? USA, they have a big quality team, and Canada get too much chance if you check the stats.
So let
The
me
match
read.
for
So
penalty
somebody make
yesterday.
a comment in terms of professional pro club FIFA 20. No, Mexico have federation issues, just like JFF.
Unseen. What me tell you, man, this Jamaica team, I just want, I don't want you Fred pan that and Fred pan them thing. Them just want you, I say, oh, the team gonna get better, you know. That more you focus, man. Don't focus, man. Say, oh, Jano, don't say your team win. Don't focus on the negative,
Brian
you know.
say, if the coach
You know
follow
what I mean?
Meek's approach, he will lose in the short term, and they will ask for him to
No,
be
I
fired.
don't think so. Stop think like that.
No man, the
Those
way me
things
you tell him to
positive.
play and go and play to our strength with the attacking players and find a way to balance the back where we have players who can deal with one-on-one players. I think one of the biggest problems in Jamaica defensively is that too many players around the back is not comfortable to defend one-on-one. So that is why the coach tend to have coverage all over the field. We need, if we're a big team, we cannot play with heap of coverage. Players have to know how to deal with
The
one-on-one.
big, the big team, you know, says that's really the front four people talking about the front three, Gray, Bailey, and Antonio.
I mean, I think, I mean, I think, I mean, I
It's
think.
not about the say oh big team, you know, when you check the headlines and ESPN, Jamaica have Antonio and this and is just that is it, bro.
We
You know
have
what I
only,
mean?
we
But
have
just
only,
like the look
we
of
have only
game
5 more
progress
minutes.
going forward,
Eh?
one time Jamaica not
We have
scoring
only
so much goal in the
five
World Cup.
minutes. We have only 5 minutes.
We score four, we draw with USA in the group. With 4-1 against Trinidad that match we're looking good attacking wise, going forward, go forward and score goal. The
Up,
St. Kitts match, the same thing.
up running,
Guatemala match
up.
that was a knockout. And even if you hear the Guatemala coach,
Mm-hmm.
him say oh him kind of fear Jamaica and them are come with them. Them are gonna play the hard. The coach from Guatemala said them are gonna play hard because them need to win this. But them still give Jamaica the edge over them.
That a
But you have to know
psychological,
say
that a
the knockout is
psychological
not
ploy
so
much I
bargain
use, man. They never
that you're
fear
not gonna make
Jamaica.
a team
Cause
choke.
them never afraid to play the ball round the back and
And
put the ball and them never fear, them never look fearful. We Jamaica was the team that looked fearful, if you ask me. And that is my problem. Why we have fear so little to you? Why we afraid?
and
Why we
team where you
afraid?
have to expect these players are the first most of them player. Some of them like
Um
the new team
Up and running, say comment and say the
are
coach
the
a
first
hold back Bell.
is a
That's why
is the
we
first
don't see
these
him
is
overlapping
the
in the
first
matches.
is the first these players are go in a like a international knockout like competition like this. So you have to expect certain things and just like how the team up produce. That me like.
Here somebody have
That
comment and say the coach a hold back Bell. That's why we don't see him overlapping in the matches. And it is clear Bell and Brown don't overlap. No international top team have them fullback for just it just no it just no it just no it just
but
not sit right with
alright.
me. It just
And see
not
the
sit
things,
right
you
with
know,
me.
people want to see Jamaica play like a Brazil, play like a Germany, play like a Belgium. It's not gonna work like that. The coach
So
want to
so
make
so we're
sure
not
same
supposed to
team
set
and
a system where we can get it to start work because talent wise we can compete against any of those countries at the youth level under 15, but between under 15 to under 17 going up to the under 20, that is where those countries just fly past us. So make we fix the problem. We can't just sit down and say oh come up with this bag of excuse every day for it. Make we fix it. Somebody else say T Invincible Art. Jamaica don't have a youth system. Jamaica don't have a youth system. My G. The coach don't have time to develop younger players. The coach have to create the system that the Jamaican coaches can adapt to. Yeah, that would be a start. You create a system and anybody who in the national system, a coach and a youth team have to work with that system. That's a start. That's a brilliant idea. Because him can go everywhere and coach every team, but him can give them a blueprint, a copy of what is the plan. Not true. So that anybody from a youth team can just automatically come over to the senior team because they understand the system. That would work. My problem,
well and the
Dan,
thing is that him get a 4 year contract and but I like to see what him do like within the next year by next year
my problem,
June
Dan,
them time here.
don't
But I
feel
like
like
to
say
see
I don't
progress of the
want to see
team.
Jamaica do well. I really maybe that's why it hurt me so much when me see certain things that happen because I want to see them do well and it hurt me. No,
Yeah, man, if you listen to him say, oh, the Jamaicans are naive and they want things happen right now, right away. Oh, just getting two local players, the defense, the British and Bernard kind of look. You are going to grow into the team now, him young, and we just like how him a play around there.
Dan,
And
me
but we
have to go
forget
cut,
more big
because I
matches
want
like
hour now,
this.
I
We
want
are the
hour now.
team.
You hear me? I want hour now. So
Yeah.
we have to go continue this one next time. But all in all, unseen and helpful tour of sport just want to see Jamaican football move forward and become successful. And in our opinion, we realize that football has a certain style what brings success. And The style that we are playing is old, and it is easy to defend and easy to deal with. And we're trying to see how best we can influence persons to buy into the idea of playing a good brand of football, because football is a business, you know. People not going to pay them money to come on one stadium to come see some people that play this long ball and a boom, 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 boom. People want to see person take up ball, rock to and beat a man, and yeah, and exciting. That is what people are gonna pay them money for. So make we just start accept the reality of it. Because if we don't have
That is
money in
true,
the
but
sports, we don't have nothing. And we have to get a balance. We have to get the success, and we have to get the fans entertained and want to be there. So that is just my take. So please remember that, support the channel, subscribe, like El Fatura, Unseen. Anything else you want to say, Dan?
well, may I say you just go and put in work and put out more videos so the coach can even put out specific videos to the coach. If you put out where put out the coach picture and talk about things and where you need to see improve. You know what I mean? And talk about the things and where you see improve already. More here talk about the things that may improve.
All right, my
So
boss. Point
yeah
taken.
man, that's why I put in work and bless yourself.
Likewise.
This team are gonna go forward, man.
All
The
right.
things are gonna start out right there.
I hope so. I would have really loved, because come
Stop
2026,
hope
I would have
and
loved to
believe,
be in
man.
America and watching Jamaica playing in the World Cup. That would.
Stop hope and believe.
All right.
Believe.
All right,
And
sir.
stop. Go back in our past.
All right, my boss.
Yeah, man. Bless up.
All right. All right, people. That's come to the end of our show for today. We have to continue this. It's over an hour. We don't have any more time. So remember to subscribe and like the channel El Futura Academy and Unseen. We'll talk soon. I'm out.